Welcome to Geezerville. I'm Gary Watson, a 77-year-old geezer. And I'd first like to congratulate you because your curiosity is alive and well. You click this link. But more importantly, I'd like to thank you. Thank you for giving an old guy like me a chance to share an idea, to pitch it, and hope it's going to land. I have lived through 5 technical revolutions in my lifetime, but none of them are as disruptive or as potentially beneficial than the emergence of inorganic intelligence. That's a term I like to use. But you know what? One group is being left behind. That group has a worldwide footprint, and it's older people like me who still imagine, who still think, who still want to make an impact, but they just aren't given the chance. And I'd like to help you change all that. You see, AI is an emergent technology, and it's exploding. And you know that because you're watching this. I was born in 1947, the year the transistor was invented. You know, it was one of those technologies on the edge that no one really paid much attention to until they did. Only a handful believed in it or saw its potential. And they believed, they dared, and they acted. And now look, we've got a backbone switch that's been developed that can transfer data between GPUs and CPUs at speeds of 130 terabytes per second. That's more than all the data that flows across the global internet in just 1 second and at peak hours. But why take the time to bring a geezer like me on board your organization? I mean, you know that I'm not going to be the person that enables the next level of inference on the AI models that are now evolving at light speed. And you know that I'm not the person that's going to be able to push Optimus, the robot, to allow it to thread the eye of a needle in the dark. And I'm certainly not going to be able to enable more capability in generative thinking or advance the frontiers of quantum computing. But you know, there's a reason why you might want to look at me. Because look in the mirror. Someday, you're going to look like me. And before that, you'll probably have become a caregiver to someone like me. Think about that. Before all this, I led companies in the United States, Asia, and Europe. I helped build factories from the ground up, led research organizations, and invented technologies that are still in use today. Then, in 2005, I left all that behind. I shifted gears. You see, I'm fascinated by the creative arts. I know about that place, that special place where thought and feeling converge. And when they do, new things begin, they become. So I paint, I write, I tell stories. And what about the Geezerville Chronicles? What about this? Well, it's a creative platform that I started earlier this year. And it's a platform that allows me to bring together my thoughts regarding subjects from generative AI to the creation of art and to just do simple storytelling. And how did I accomplish that? Well, it was through the prior years of learning how to build interactive websites to market and sell my art. That's where it came from. So here's the deal. I'm a guy with 50 plus years of experience, and I'm not done yet. I want to make a contribution. And I'm not really sure, since I left the active job market in 2005, I don't know how all this works. So my instincts have always been to be direct. Explain what you want, explain what you're trying to do. And that's what this video is about. Now, I've only interviewed for 2, maybe 3 jobs in my entire career. One when I left graduate school, and the last one was a real doozer. I had to convince a CEO who was about to fly off to Germany, literally, in a short amount of time, why he should hire someone like me to become his executive vice president of engineering and research. Why? Why would he want to do that, since I was from the forest products industry? You know, a paper maker, something that we used to write on back when, an archaic technology base. And his field of interest was in producing materials for the printed circuit board industry, into electronics. But you know what? I got the job. So my journey has been really unusual. If you're building a future for your company, let's make sure together that it includes someone like me. Right now, inorganic intelligence is capable of making an enormous difference in the quality of life for 1.4 billion people across the planet. And I offer 50 years of experience in leadership and innovation, and I understand the needs of the market that I'm talking about. I'm part of it. So, what more could a company want than a chance to participate in that kind of a contribution? Again, my name is Gary Watson, so let's talk. You know, I have a detailed market analysis. Some would call it a value proposition. It's already done. It's available. All you have to do is ask for it. I have an adoption rate analysis. I have a methodology. I have a strategy for making an impact in 5 key areas of innovation around this senior market. And what I'm asking for is just an opportunity to participate as someone part-time, someone who can contribute to innovative teams and the disciplines that it's going to take to pull this off. And again, my goal, I want to surround people like me with things that think. Thank you for your time.